Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, June 27, 2022. Government's $223 million investment in the development of the Chambers Pen community of Hanover is now ready to break ground. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Minister Desmond McKenzie, signed contracts to commence key infrastructure upgrades last Wednesday. He says Chambers Pen was chosen for the pilot phase of the Rural Development Program based on the results of a study that was done by the Social Development Commission, SDC.
I commissioned the SDC to conduct a study on 6 communities in 6 parishes across the island. And when we got the findings on Chambers Pen, I took the decision that Chambers Pen would be the pilot project in this new trust for urban development and rural development in the ministry.
The project, which is being mobilized by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, includes the electrification of 300 households and implementation of a water supply system. It also includes the renovation of the Chambers Pen Primary School and Community Center, as well as the installation of streetlights. In addition, 4 social housing units will be constructed in the community. Still in Hanover, more than 24 vendors will occupy the newly rebuilt Hopewell Market. The modern facility, which was constructed at a cost of approximately $23 million, was officially opened on Thursday. The rebuilt structure boasts new stalls, fish and meat areas, storage, bathrooms, and other amenities to enhance the experience of vendors and buyers. It will serve a population of 6,000 residents in the community and surrounding areas. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie says the market is just one of several on government's radar.
We built a brand new market in Port Maria at a cost of over $60 million. We built a brand new market in Falmouth, in Trelawney. This market in Hopewell was not renovated. We have built an entirely new market for the vendors and the residents.
The minister says while the process for the Hopewell Market took longer than expected, the work was completed within budget. Community safety and security in and around Lacovia St. Elizabeth will soon be improved. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang led the recent groundbreaking for the construction of a new state-of-the-art police station in the community. The 2-story structure is being built at a cost of $175 million and will feature domestic violence centers, interview rooms, reception and detention areas, living quarters, laundry area, and canteen. Funding for the building is being provided by the National Housing Trust, and it is expected to be completed by 2024.
We have to provide our police officers with purpose-built stations from which they can function effectively. And when they go to work, they feel they are at a place where they are appreciated and can function efficiently. Well-built, well-organized, managed police station is crucial to part of the law enforcement act as a part of law enforcement activity.
Government has removed the General Consumption Tax, GCT, on the importation of lithium ion batteries for solar applications. The Senate is to give final approval of the General Consumption Tax Amendment of Schedule Order 2022 following the lower house's affirmation recently. In addition, the Ministry of Finance has provided a no-objection letter seeking approval for suspension of the Common External Tariff, CET, on 240,000 units of lithium-ion batteries. This is being sought from the CARICOM Council for Trade and Economic Development, COTED, for 2 years, ending December 31, 2023. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the battery's popularity has been growing as an energy storage technology.
As the government seeks to achieve accelerated and aggressive increases in renewable energy penetration, lithium-ion batteries will play a pivotal role in that energy transition. They're also aligned with the policy of promotion of electric vehicles.
And finally, a final-year student from the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts has been awarded the first scholarship of the Cecil Cooper Foundation. The recipient, Maurice Hibbert, was announced as Prime Minister Andrew Holness launched the foundation recently. He will now have the opportunity to finish his degree in the visual arts.
I feel very elated. It's kind of shocking to me that I won, but I guess what I've really come to grips right now is just having confidence in myself. The launch of the scholarship will help a lot of artists in not only getting the recognition, but just finance to even explore their work into greater detail.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government is considering expanding a program started last year, which provided funding from the national security budget towards teaching classical music to students from downtown Kingston who were a part of the youth orchestra.
I take note of the admonitions made that the government of Jamaica should spend more on art, that the pursuit of art can have positive social impacts.
The inaugural Cecil Cooper Foundation Scholarship Exhibition, which features select works from Cecil's collection, will run until Saturday, July 16, with about 70 pieces on display. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.